Hi guys, my name is Meads. This is going to be a review for the Fegve Air Ring Spinner. Got this through Spin Scene, and I'd like to thank Sean and Roy for bringing this over. They find really cool spinners from Chinese designers. And here is one of them. I'll provide the link down below if you're looking to get some. Alright, so inside we have the tool and the other bearing. This is for the ring, or the finger. And here we go. Quite nice. Got the brass body with stainless steel weights. Check this out. I kind of wish they made slits here to put the bearing and the tool. And it's one of those hard foam. There we go. So this is quite nice. Really nice spinner. Very fidgetable because of the spacing on the weights. It catches with the fingers really nicely. Yep. And we got some markings here. Got Fegve there with their logo, the arrow. You got the open and lock. This is the retainer for the bearing as well as the core inside. And you can do tabletop spin on this one. You just have enough clearance. So definitely great. Now another thing that we can look at is the weights. Now I'm not too familiar with Fegve. I've seen them online in Amazon, and some of them have like different colors. Not sure those are clones or that's just another of those variants. But you can definitely anodize this or heat treat them. And we're just gonna pop them off and just go ahead and push. There we go. And there's a little bit of indentation right there in the middle. There seems to be like a retaining ring here, right there, as you can see. And it just holds the weights there. So as I push this back and this way. Sometimes it catches that ring there. There we go. And there we go. It should lock in place. Otherwise, let's take a look inside here. Got the caps. There we go. Now this is not your R18, and actually if you look at the tool here, it will tell us what kind of bearing it is. So this particular bearing here is, I believe, the 688, like the one that they have for the metal jacket. There are, I believe, adapters out there. One in Neospin has that actually. So if you're looking to have an adapter for, to convert it to R1888, that's a good place to look. So we got the bearing there, and let's go ahead and open this up using this tool. Actually, before we do that, let's try if we can put other buttons there. Actually, I can't. I just realized I need to have that particular adapter. Right. So anyways, I'm gonna use this tool here. It goes to the inner and the inner race, and here we go, or the inner ring. Just undo this here. And you kind of need to remove this, because for you to use the other one, you have to remove this whole thing here, before you can get to that. And the bigger bearing is a 61803. And again, using this tool, go ahead and remove that. The first time you're gonna do this one, it's in there pretty good. So you're gonna have to kind of break it in. Well, not technically, but metaphorically. There we go. Yeah, this will take a little while because it's threaded all the way in there. And as much as you have your grip, it's not gonna work. You gotta continually use the tool. But we're almost there. Oops. Just hoping I'm not scratching the brass, which I might have already. But yeah, we're almost there. So just bear with me. Should just do a jump cut. Alright, so inside we have this core. Just gonna push it out here. It says Fegve design 61803 to 688. So definitely it's an adapter. But the cool thing about this, I mean, you can just pop this back in. There we go. Just gonna hand tight it. And it just becomes, it's a mini spinner. And that goes along with a lot of cores out there. It just becomes a mini spinner. So pop that back in. This one too. A little spinner. I wonder if we can put trits in those holes there. So that's that. Getting back, the other bearing. It is quite big. At first I thought this was just a spare bearing, but this is the bearing that you put on the side, and we're gonna put it here first. There we go, and put it here. Oh, then again, it still has a little play on it, but just trying to get it in there. Let's get it started. There we go. Almost there. Alright. And we're gonna use the tool, and definitely it goes to the inner ring. That's why you have to remove the core. So that's good enough. Just a snug fit. Put it on. Spin. Quite nice. That's really nice. And again, the one thing I like about this one, it catches, your finger catches well with those spacing between of the weights. So it just makes for a fun spin times, or spinning. And now for spin time, I've recorded this, and the ring spinner in this configuration, roughly about a minute. You're gonna get a good minute on a vertical spin like this. Probably changes depending on if you clean the bearing or not, but it is one of those big bearings. You're not gonna get much spin time on that. About a minute here. Now if you have this configuration where you have this inside as a regular spinner, I get about 3 minutes. And definitely you probably get more if you change this out or put an adapter for an R18. So there you go. It's kind of interesting because this is an adapter for this bearing, then you're going to put another adapter to make it an R188. Alright, so yeah, this is just really nice. Now for comparison, this is my second ring spinner. The first one being the Phenom by Spinner Manila right here. Just gonna move the slag here. And yeah, this is really nice. This really nice spinner. Although one of the drawbacks on this one, as many have pointed out, is just it's too big. Fortunately for me, it seems like I have fat fingers. I thought I have small hands, but it goes through there and it's okay. I think the ideal for a ring spinner is if you can have it right in between this middle digit here. This section of your finger works well. Mine is just a little close there. So I think that's the very ideal spot for a ring spinner. And again, it varies for each person. Probably just gotta put some kind of adapter on your finger, like a silicone band or something. And that way, even if you have the bigger ones, it's like, yeah, just you gotta find the one that works for you. I did some warp videos on Instagram. I'll provide the link down below as well. But yeah, definitely it's quite nice. Now, I'm not really into the ring sizes, but I measured the inner diameter of this. So in standard, this is 11/16, while this one is 13/16. So there is a bit of, well, like I've shown here, a difference. I'm actually kind of curious if I can put both of them here. There we go. There we go. Actually, I was spinning this one and the Evo together, but I wonder if you can just give a... There we go. It's crazy when you have a finger spinner and just a regular spinner here. Sure. I always forget this. Comparison with other spinners. And aside from the Phenom, we get the circularity here from 2R Designs. The ever so popular Y from Spinetic. And for those, you have your stubby. There we go. Also have another one here, my metal jacket with the Herc X, and I applied some glow-in-the-dark paint there. So just for comparison, yeah, it's a good size spinner. Alright, and I want to show this. This is the Herc X. It's an R188 cap or button, and you definitely need to have the converter. Now the converter and the buttons and the abalone insert, all those I got from Neospin, so I'll provide the link down below if you're looking to get some. And I just want to show that inside. Now the converters, it comes, I think they have like 3 options to that. I got the one that is shielded right here. And when you get the converter, the sleeve that goes around to the R18 bearing, it's glued in. And it's meant to stay like that. You're not supposed to swap it out with another R188. And they made it cheap enough that we have those 3 options depending if you want to go with a hybrid or with the shielded like this. So there we go. I just want to show that, and definitely increase the smoothness of using an R188, as well as just being able to use different caps that is widely available with the R188 bearing. But anyways, that's about it for this review. Hope you guys like it. Definitely highly recommended. Since this is about 70 bucks, Phenom is 100, but for what you're getting, I think this is well worth it for 100 for me. It's a really nice spinner. But this one for 70, you have the core, and you have these weights. Definitely, there's a variety of ways you can customize this. But yeah, it's a really awesome spinner. I highly recommend getting it. And there you go for the review. If you got questions for the spinner, I'll try my best to answer that for you. Otherwise, check out the Spin Scene, and I'll also link the Facebook group for that. And that's about it. So until then, this is Meads. Thanks for watching.